Okay, so the most important thing is, where are you placing your stop loss? That is a very important question, because guys, one thing I see is that people will just say, like for example, what I see on social media, right? Like I do observe a lot, but I don't talk about it. You'll find someone saying sell or buy, and they say SL, they gave you a stop loss, and then when you look at the stop loss is like 120 pips away. It's 120 pips away, and then your take profit is like 40 pips, and then you say that is a setup. You understand? So that is what people are actually going through out there. You understand? People are selling a stop loss 120 pips away, take profit 40 pips. It does not make sense. You understand? So risk management is key. Yeah, risk management, it's really key, because honestly speaking, you must understand that to make it in this industry, you must be able to sustain what you're doing on a daily basis. You must be able to sustain. So it's not a matter of saying, okay, me, I have money to lose. How much can you lose? Me, I have money to blow. How much, or how many accounts can you blow before you actually make it? Because guys, honestly speaking, I know I've blown accounts, but I do not recommend that you actually have to blow so many accounts for you to actually make it. Because now the moment you are blowing, the more accounts you blow, the harder it hits you psychologically. You understand? So your psychology is very important. You understand? So now, when it comes to this trading plan that we're talking about, the aim of having a trading plan now for you is to gain clarity on why it is essential to build a well-developed trading plan. Because now, if you have a well-developed trading plan, this is where you have your game plan. It's like a game plan. You understand? You have a game plan. You know that, okay, now when I see a double top, I'm going to check this. When I see a double bottom, I'm going to check this. When I see a bear flag at these areas, I'm going to check this. You understand? That is you having a game plan. That will lead to you having an edge over the market. Okay? And then again, another thing is that you will get to understand the three pillars of success in trading that to have in place. All right, we'll talk about the three pillars of success in trading in the next slide. So also again, we'll take a look at the resources and practical ways that you need to start building your plan. Because honestly speaking, people have been asking me, okay, how much do you actually need to trade? How much money should you fund? You understand? But what I always say is that it's not about the money. It's not about the money. It's not about the amount of money that you put in your trading account. It's not the amount of money that you fund in the account. It's the level of knowledge and skill that you have which matters. You understand? Because if you have the knowledge and the skill, if you have that knowledge, because people can take $1 to $100, people can take $2 to 2,000, like it's happening, right? Because of the knowledge, not because of the money or luck, but because of the knowledge. So the one thing that should be chasing after is what is knowledge, right? So now, when we talk about the three pillars of successful traders, guys, we'll be talking about, let me just try to zoom in a bit, because it doesn't want to do slideshow. So I'll just zoom in. So when we talk about the three pillars of successful traders, right, we'll be talking about how they all come to making a trading plan. So we'll be looking at the system or the strategy that you use, your psychology. You understand your psychology. That is your mindset, your psychology, your mindset. That is one thing that I always talk about, your mindset. What is your mind, right? What is your mind telling you? How will you change from the lessons that you have learned? Okay, you've blown an account, but how will you make sure that next time you don't blow an account, right? What aligned plan of action from what you have learned about yourself, right? You learn about yourself with this thing. You go and take a trade. That's why it's important to journal down, to say, okay, this is 1 2 3 4, 1 2 3 4. Not that today, no, you are out there, you're in the groups, you're having fun, you see a buy, you say, let me buy. You buy, you sit down, you wake up, you understand. So you should be able to take responsibility of what exactly you are doing, okay? And then you should be able to, how are you applying the learning to create a changed outcome, right? The learning to create a changed outcome is that from what you have learned about yourself now, how are you going to change? How are you going to move forward? You know that 0.02 or 0.05 doesn't work with a 200 rand account or a $10 account. It does not work. Then if you know that, how are you going to change that for you? How are you going to change that to change your situation? You understand? Because if that doesn't work, it means that, okay, now you should be working with what? 0.01. So then moving forward, it means that looking at yourself and then looking at the system or the strategy that you're using, then now you see, okay, now you know what, let me change. Okay. And then another thing now, when we come to the system that you are using, you must understand that, okay, as much as you know your system, right, you must put your ego at the door. You must put your ego at the door. You understand? You must not be like, you know what, I know Falcon, I know how to trade, I've seen these things, I've been trading. It does not matter. I'm not only talking about Falcon, but I'm talking about each and every strategy that you guys know, or the type of strategy that you're using. You must always make sure that as yourself or as a trader, okay, put the ego at the door. Don't have ego, because the market will humble you. Don't have ego. Don't be like, no, this is what, because everyone sees the markets differently. You understand? So do not have ego. You must be able to learn, apply, and then you should, after doing that, it means that you now bring this internal confidence in you. You understand? Because now you have put your ego at the door. You have put your ego at the door. It means every process, every trade, every loss, every win, every setup that you make, right? You are learning, you are applying, and you want to change, right? So this brings some internal confidence into you. And then now when it brings the internal confidence, it boosts your psychology or your mindset. And boosting your psychology or your mindset, which is very important now, it now brings to you having those successful trades, okay? So again, guys, when it comes to strategy, you should know it like, know it like you know your name. You understand? Know it like you know your name. You should be unconsciously competent when it comes to your strategy. You should know it like nothing on earth. You understand? You should know it in such a way that if I wake you up in the middle of the night, I say, hey, Freeman, what's happening? Tell me. What happens when I see the market approaching my double top in a three wave? What happens there? Then you'll be able to say, oh, okay, if it's a structure, then it's a 1, 2, 3, I'll be expecting a downtrend. Hey, what? You understand? You should be able to know your strategy very, very well. Okay? And then again, master it. You should master it. Okay? Master it. Why am I saying master it? Because the biggest arena to make money, right? The biggest arena to make money. When you're talking about making money, we're talking about the big arena, the big leagues, the big guys, the 7-figure guys, the 9 figures. Because at the end of the day, as a trader, you should be aiming to go to trade 6, 7 figures, 8 figures, somewhere there, right? Because we are not here to play. We are not here to like hit and run, just trade here and there. We're here to make a living out of this. Okay, so you should be able to master your trade, because making money good is not good enough, right? Good is not good enough. You need to be able to be a master. Okay, and then now again, another thing, for example, Junior, you have to ask yourself this: why am I the problem? Right? Why am I the problem? Why? Because the first things first, you can say that, okay, because I understand now you're saying, okay, we take profits fast, we do this. Why? Why do you do this? Why do you do this as yourself? You should be aware of exactly why you do this, right? So by you being aware yourself, okay, this is what I do. I take profits fast because I'm afraid of losing. Why are you afraid of losing? What has happened? How can you change that? You understand? You need to be able to face your demons. You understand? To say that, okay, this is what was happening to me, but then now moving forward, this is what I can do. I can change this. I can do this, because that is important for me. And this is why I am doing this. You understand? So you should be able to understand that the problem, number one, if you're saying your strategy is fine, everything's fine, then who is the problem? The problem is you. Then you must ask yourself, why am I the problem? What am I doing wrong? You understand? If, for example, Freeman, you're saying, I'm finding it difficult to find entries, and for sure, I am sure that somebody have taught you how to find entries. You have seen it somewhere. I've done multiple YouTube videos on finding entries. I think also the last YouTube video, go check it out, on how to find entries like a pro. I did it also. Yeah, like now, if you're saying you're finding it difficult to find entries, you ask yourself, why are you finding it difficult to find entries? And again, ask yourself, Freeman, because for me, if you are saying you find it difficult to take entries, it means you are not taking trades. But then at the end of the day, it means that now, Freeman, you are taking trades and you are losing. But at the end of the day, you are saying it's difficult for you to find entries. You see that these two things, they don't make sense. You understand? At the end of the day, you are taking trades, you are losing. Then you say you find it difficult to find entries. Then if you're finding it difficult to find entries, then why are you taking trades? Because you do not have an entry. Why are you taking trades? Ask yourself that. You understand? Isn't that a problem? Isn't that a you problem now? You understand? That's why I'm saying you have to face your demons now. Because now if you're going to be taking the trades and you're saying you find it difficult to find entries, where are the trades coming from? Do you get it? Where are the trades coming from? Where are you taking the trades from? You understand? So you know that your problem now is finding entries. So it means that now you have to go and work on what? On finding entries. You understand? You have to go and back test on finding entries. Because if you are saying that you understand the strategy from top to bottom, now on your trading plan, you have your trading plan. Now you have to go and understand that, okay, on your trading plan, you have to go and find your entries. How do you find your entries? Okay, so now this is where now we come to the trading plan. Your trading plan will be like the edge in the market, right? It's your edge in the market. It is not made up of one thing, obviously, and it is not a golden ticket to success. Okay, if you learn what the word means, you'll get to understand. Okay, so if I can just start with the definition of the edge, just as it is there, it is to have an advantage over someone or something, right? To be in more favorable position than someone or something else, right? So that is the meaning of an edge. So you need to have an edge over the market. So it means that you are in a more advantageous position. You understand? That is our edge. So our edge is to compound the technical analysis we understand from human repetitive behavior, and we align this managing how we think, feel, and act in the moment by developing our mindset to be process driven over outcome. Okay, our mindset should be process driven over outcome. So outcome should be the last thing that we think about. Okay, so it goes now to you, Junior. The outcome should be the last thing that you think about. The losses should be the last thing that you think about. The wins should be the last thing that you think about. What you need to think about, right? What you need to think about, right, is the process. Did you do the process right? Did you do your analysis correct? Did you find your entries correct? Okay? Did you follow your trading plan? Okay? If you did all those things, tick, 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 then the outcome is not up to you. You wait for the market to do what it's doing. Because I don't understand. If you go there, you put a stop loss, you put a take profit. There are two things involved. It's either you get out of stop loss, take profit, or break even. There's no in between. Okay? Because now you have all those factors there. So for you to be playing with the market there, for you to be playing with your phone and checking your phone, that is wrong. You understand? So that is then now you need to understand that if you ask yourself that now, okay, I've placed a sell on USD card, for example, and then now you look at the trade. Let's say the trade is running good profits. You are tempted to take it out. You go back to the question. You go back to the question, right? You go back to the question. You say to myself, have I done the process correctly? Right? Have I done my analysis correctly? Have the market responded to my analysis? If everything is fine, then the outcome is not up to you. The outcome is up to the market. The best that you can do is you put your market at break even or protect your profits or something like that, right? Or scale in. That is the next thing that you will do. But the outcome is not up to you. So don't go to a trade expecting to win. Don't go to a trade expecting to lose. Because the moment you have expectations, that is where now it fucks up your psychology. Go to a trade knowing that you have done the process, you have done your analysis, you have done your whatsoever you do, and then you found your entry. And then after finding your entry, now you understand that, okay, whatever happens now, it's up to the market to say, okay, now this is what's going to happen. All right. So now understanding your trading plan. Okay. We always talk about having a great trading mindset, trading psychology, and having a great mental framework in trading. That is one thing that is important. That is why, guys, I'm teaching about the mindset, because one thing that is most important, because I see a lot of traders, they know how to trade, guys. Honestly speaking, a lot of traders know how to trade. But when it comes to mindset, that is where things just go sideways. You understand? That is where things just go sideways. So however, many people fail to realize that a lot of the mindset development required above is stemmed from having a well-built trading plan. Okay, it comes from a well-built trading plan that removes the guesswork in the high-stress environment of the stages in the earliest markets. Okay, so these live moments in the markets can make you reactionary and emotional when trying to place a trade, which can lead to what? To a bad decision making. You understand? It can lead to a bad decision making. So when you look at how you place a trade, when you look at what the market is doing, right? You end up just reacting to the market, right? You become emotional. You go there, buy. After a few minutes, it's minus 500. Your account has like, let's say 400. Not 400, there's 600. The margin, everything is red, no free margin, nothing. Right? So what is going to happen? That is a bad decision that you just made, and then at the end of the day, it's going to fuck up your account, and then it's going to fuck up your psychology, and then at the end of the day, you're going to go back to square one, and you're going to go to myself and say, why do I keep losing? You come back again, you put 500, you go back, you do the same thing, you lose again, you go back again, you put 500, you lose again, because you understand, you are not facing your demons, and you are not aware of yourself. You don't understand exactly why you are doing this. You understand? So if you understand why exactly you are doing this, and you are aware, and you face your demons to say, this is why I'm losing, you will come back better. You understand? So you be able to journal down everything, every emotion at that point of time, and then when you come back better, right? So your trading plan enables you to replicate a process, so you are able at the same time to manage and regulate how are you feeling and acting, okay, from working on the other two parts of the pillars, right? So this is the system and the psychology. So you cannot just have a good system or a trading plan without a good psychology, okay? So another thing that we can also look at is that, why exactly do we need this trading plan? I've said a mouthful of it. You need a trading plan to ensure that we make good decisions based on the process we can replicate. So it means that if today I sold like this, even tomorrow I'll find the same thing, I can do the same thing. And if someone comes and read my journal, you can be able to say, okay, I would have done the same thing. You understand? So you can be able to replicate, because everything is repeating. So you should be able to repeat whatever has been happening in the market over and over again, right? So, and then again, we need to understand that our good decisions are dictated by our emotional state, right? They are dictated by our emotions. So emotions are very, very important, okay? So you must have good emotions, abundance thinking. They lead to good decisions. Stay away from negative mind thinking. Stay away from bad people. Stay away from all those negativities. You understand? It's not good for you. It's not good for your health. And if you really want to make it into trading, you need to stay away and only associate yourself with positive thinking. People will give you those nice compliments, not someone wherein you've made money and then they're like, nah, I could have made more. You understand? You those people, I'm telling you, it's very, very dangerous. Okay? So, therefore, to make good, consistent decisions, we need guidelines to follow so that we know how to think, feel, and act in the moment to manage our emotional state in that particular moment. Okay? So, our emotions are very, very much important. So, as I was saying here in the market, your edge in the market is not made up of one thing. It is not a golden ticket to success. Okay? It is not a golden ticket to success. So, these were just some of the questions that the guys had asked before about, but they're not here. So, either way, up until now, this is what I wanted to present today, guys. So if you have questions about the presentation, you can ask them. And then if you have questions about something else, you can ask them. Okay, remember here I'm gonna have what you call, we are on stage 4. So in 30 minutes time, 11 p.m. I'll be losing power. So yeah, if you have questions now, you can holler. I still have another meeting. Yeah. Eh, yeah, 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 yeah. It's all about it's all about learning, and another thing that is very important is that you should be able to remain teachable. You understand? You should be able to remain teachable, and you must never ever be arrogant. Just like me, as much as I know, but if someone says no, Alex, this is what we are seeing here, what, I'll be able to say, okay, can you show me how you got to that? Teach me how you did this. You understand? I don't say that, no, I don't know that. I know this. No, I don't do that. You remain teachable, you remain humble. And then again, positive mindset. Positive mindset. You must associate yourself with people who are positive. Always associate yourself with people who are positive, because at the end of the day, if you associate yourself with people who are negative, you will not go anywhere, especially in this game, guys, especially in this game. You understand? So positive mindset. Who's texting me on Instagram? Yeah, I did record. Yeah, I did record. uh, yeah, I did record. So obviously you have me on Telegram, right? Yeah, so if you have something on Telegram there, you can just holler me on Telegram. And then if you have a few questions, you can just holler me, inbox me on Telegram, and then I'll answer your questions. And then if you have something that the past that you had analyzed, you can also just forward me on Telegram, and then I'll look at them tomorrow, obviously, because now in like 30 minutes time I'm gonna have load shedding, so I need to do a few things before I sleep over. On Telegram. Whoa, how is that? So, okay, okay, let me just try to do this maybe. Let me just try to do this. Okay, maybe I could just say share my my code here. Okay, questions. Let me just do this. Okay. Yep, I think I just sent my QR code. Yeah, I just sent my code, and then if it's not there, you can just text me. Let me just put my numbers. Let me just put my numbers here. 32595. Yeah, for Telegram, ne? You can just text me there on Telegram. Those are my numbers for Telegram. Yeah. No, slowly but surely, I will get there, man. Yeah, I will get there. We'll get there, especially psychology, because honestly speaking, a lot of traders, they know how to trade out there, but when it comes to psychology, that's when, yeah, it hits them very, very hard. Yeah. So that is one area that people need to improve on. So that is why you need to be aware of yourself. You understand? You need to be aware of yourself. You need to understand yourself, your emotions. How are you feeling when you take this trade? Are you feeling down? Are you, like I tell people sometimes I'm like, no, today I'm not mentally okay to take a trade. I don't think I'm fine to take a trade. You feel like, okay, I'm stressed. You understand? So those things, they all come to you and your decision. Either you're gonna take a good or a bad trade. So you should be able to understand yourself wholeheartedly. You understand? As much as you understand your strategy, you should be able to understand yourself also. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. No problem. No problem. No problem. We'll highlight you guys if I have something else, but then otherwise, just I think I'll upload this on YouTube, and then yeah, we'll take it from there. Cause now I still have to convert it and stuff. Okay. Okay. Sharp, sharp. Okay, Freeman. Make sure you look at the videos that I've uploaded on YouTube on how to find entries, ne? And then after that, if you have questions, you can, like I said, I've sent my Telegram numbers there. You can DM me on Telegram, and then yeah, we'll take it from there, ne? Sharp, sharp.